Great.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'd like to formally introduce you to Joe. Joe is a merchant who has built a booming business empire. The bow tie market, as of late, has absolutely blown up, and Joe, being the opportunist that he is, has capitalized and built a successful online business selling high-quality and fashionable bow ties. Now, I've been salivating over Joe's business for quite some time, looking for every opportunity to provide my gateway services to him. But unfortunately, my invitations or persuasions have been declined due to Joe's content with an average processing solution. Joe began his business online. He built a website selling a few bow ties here and there and every so often. But he's now ready to expand his business presence online and also into the physical retail world. Joe needs a robust and versatile payment gateway that can accommodate his ever-growing business. He has recently become quite overwhelmed in the endeavors to manage and juggle his credit card transactions while staying organized and efficient. He has several websites selling various products, several retail store locations. He also has a fleet of salespeople that distribute his world-famous bow ties on the go. After much deliberation and pressure from me, Joe has finally elected to move on from his former gateway relationship. So I advise Joe, before he makes this transition, to go get an independent, unbiased, and expert opinion. So Joe paid a visit to the merchant doctor. Symptoms. Joe is experiencing a great deal of frustration. He's got a nervous itch and knockout headaches day and night. Diagnosis. Joe just needs a new payment gateway, period. Okay? He's yearning for a gateway solution that can provide him the features, the functionality his business requires. So Joe shared with me the desires of his heart. Okay? He needs the ability to manage multiple merchant accounts or MIDs. He needs to process transactions in various environments. He needs the ability to detect and manage fraud across his multiple websites. He needs subscription billing and reporting capabilities, the ability to store card-sensitive data, and flexible options for integrations. I said, Joe, let me stop you there. The doctor's verdict is already in, and I got the prescription. That is the Revonu Gateway. The Revonu Gateway is versatile and accommodating. Whether Joe is processing transactions online, in a retail environment, or a mobile environment, the gateway is equipped and ready to support. No matter the occasion or location, Joe can process his payments and access a central location known as the Merchant Control Panel. This source can provide him access to all of his reporting data, help him manage his locations, various merchant accounts, and his users' or employees' level of access and activity. The gateway is fully loaded with distinct and unique features that can be used to differentiate myself within the sales approach. I firmly believe that technology is one of the best ways to create separation in the already crowded fields of payment providers competing for Joe's business. So I use this to my advantage, leverage distinctive and core features of the gateway to convince Joe that the Revonu Gateway was the gateway for him. I first and foremost had to understand and assess Joe's situation. Unfortunately, I identified that many of the gateway's core and standard features were able to satisfy, including the following: recurring billing for his customer club members, integration flexibility to software, and over 140 shopping carts. He needs multiple currency options for his international customers, and mobile and virtual terminal processing solutions for his retail stores and traveling salespeople. Detailed reporting tools that provide insight on all of his transactions that can use filters such as searching for a location, searching for transactions in relation to a product, an employee, a user, and many more filters. And that's just the boring stuff, okay? Now look, I'm not trying to geek out on payment gateways up here, but there is some distinctive functionality within the Revonu Gateway that I'd like you to geek out on. Now bear with me here. The Revonu Gateway truly does offer unique functionality in the way of managing multiple MIDs or merch accounts in one gateway instance. This can ultimately be quite exciting and revolutionary for merchants. Merchants can virtually board an unlimited amount of MIDs all in one gateway instance or one gateway account, thus having one login source to process payments and access all of their transaction data across all of their MIDs. They'll get reconciled reporting or consolidated reporting that can be viewed independently or collectively. Now, bear with me now for a visual illustration. I'd like you to imagine a pinball machine, if you will. I know it's silly, but but my point is this. Many think that the goal of the game is to simply prevent the pinball from falling through the center or sides of the machine. And in general, yes, this is the idea, but the ultimate goal is to score points and accumulate a high score by mastering the art of directing the pinball to various targets and at the precise moment. Targets can then be activated to inject a group of pinballs to the table, causing a reaction known as multi-ball, wherein which this becomes an opportunity to score a high amount of points. This event can be quite chaotic, as you can imagine, as you're looking now to manage several pinballs at one time, maybe 2, 3, or even 4 or 5. I liken this to the gateway in this sense, as we have mastered the art of the multi-ball or the multi-mid merchant. Depending on the merchant situation, the gateway can help a merchant manage multiple mids and also help them manage the ability to route transactions to a particular mid using either situational-based intelligence or custom-defined fields. Now, the destination of the the transaction to the appropriate mid can be based on various factors. Maybe a product, a website, again, a user, a store, etc. I knew this feature alone honestly would resonate with Joe, given the nature of how his business is structured, and ultimately was the Joe needed to switch to the Revonu Gateway. My experience has been this. I've seen this feature alone win merchants business. Any merchant that has multiple mids should not be dealing with a gateway that has a 1-to-1 ratio. I believe this feature alone can ultimately convert someone to your processing services, again, being that differentiator from a technology perspective. All right, moving on. Additional services can be offered or upsold. I know Joe needed added functionality that was not included in the gateway's core list of features. I know one thing is that Joe has a loyal customer base that frequently returns to his website and stores to purchase the latest and greatest bow ties that they'll maybe wear on 1 or 2 occasions. Possibly a wedding day. I don't know anything else. Maybe if you're an NFL star, got a post-game press conference and you need to get your bow tie game going, that might be a good occasion. Regardless of your intentions for purchasing crazy amounts of bow ties, the point is this. Joe can store card-sensitive data, creating a customer record. This is known as the customer vault, which is a secure and safe method to store credit card info on file, yet reducing the merchant's PCI footprint. The customer's information is immediately encrypted and stored on external servers, only allowing the merchant to recall that data to initiate a transaction with a token. Many of these services will be applied based on suitability, giving you the freedom to select and choose which value-added services should be required for use or offered to your merchant. Services include the following: I Spy Fraud, a fraud detection tool that allows merchants to scrub transactions by setting restrictions based on region, country, IP address, users, and BIN numbers. Filters can also be set to restrict transactions based on the dollar amount and the amount a transaction has been attempted. The tool also allows merchants to flag transactions for review before they're ever settled, providing the opportunity to purge any suspicious or unwanted transactions. Electronic invoicing enables a merchant to generate a payment link and a PDF attachment within an email sent directly from the gateway. This will prompt a customer to make payment via the link, directing them to a secure payment form hosted on an external, safe, and secure source. Other services include electronic check processing, level 3 processing, and our QuickBooks SyncBay product, which has proven to be a very popular feature. This is a plugin that sits directly on top of QuickBooks, offering support for payment processing directly inside a merchant's QuickBooks product. This allows a merchant to pay invoices and process multiple payments against open invoices at the touch of a button. They can process and view batch transactions and generate sales receipts. All can be accomplished without ever leaving their QuickBooks environment. All value-added services allow me the ability to create additional revenue. Each of these services is tied to a monthly fee, a transaction fee, and some also allow you to assess a setup fee if you wish. All of these are opportunities to add a residual commission. After assessing Joe's situation, I felt it best to present the customer vault, because I learned that he had a great deal of customers returning to his business, and I want to make that process much more easy and seamless when his merchants are checking out. And secondly, I know that Joe had multiple websites, and I encouraged him to utilize the I Spy Fraud tool to scrub and to detect fraud across his multiple websites. Joe very much appreciated my upselling abilities and adopted the services instantly, which proved to be to his benefit and ultimately a benefit to my paycheck. Okay? I learned that Joe had been using a previous gateway known as authorized.net. I think Revonu Gateway rolls off the tongue a little bit better, if you know what I mean. But anyway, Joe has existing integrations to softwares tied to his authorized.net account that he does not want to lose or break. So fortunately, I can make this transition for Joe extremely easy, seamless, and painless, given the magic and power of the Gateway emulator. The Gateway emulator is designed to be able to handle transaction submissions and responses in the authorized.net format. By utilizing the authorized.net AIM or SIM method of integration and simply changing the transaction post URL to the Revonu Gateway emulator URL. As Joe has come aboard, I've been able to adequately provide him the support and training that he requires. I have complete control and access to Joe's account from boarding to reporting. I facilitate the Gateway account creation process and have total insight on his live transactions, history, and details. Also, I can restrict or provide certain levels of access, functionality, and services. I ultimately determine what features or services Joe can use or is required to use. I have the ability to log into his account, gaining the very same perspective and experience as his merchants. In the event Joe has any trouble or needs training, I have the tools, the resources, and access to assist. We have traveled this path with Joe and have shown him the wonders of the Revonu Gateway. He is processing transactions successfully, securely, and efficiently across all of his websites. It is now a matter of fact, after this particular case and study, that the Revonu Gateway is exactly what the doctor had prescribed. This is your gateway. This is your technology. Own it. I truly believe that there is an extreme value in promoting your own brand, that is the Revonu brand, as opposed to someone else's. I firmly believe that merchants find genuine value in a gateway that can offer features that will simplify their life. I firmly believe that merchants find value in a consolidated relationship. You becoming a one-stop shop solution that can provide everything Joe needs to process payments in this all too complicated world of processing credit card transactions. I appreciate your time today, guys. Know that we were running short.
Well, this is good.
Okay.
Well, you know, we've had this. First of all, let's give him a hand. Yeah, that was great presentation. We might have some questions. We got a few minutes. Take our time because we want to, questions on this gateway. Susan.
Yeah.
Do you have a table that shows authorized net versus the Revonu Gateway as far as
The comparison sheet, not officially, but I'm sure we could put something together.
I think that would be helpful.
Okay.
Tom.
Good question. First of all, support. Hours most of the time, as everybody in here can attest, merchants don't call us 9 to 5, they call us all the other times. What are these mornings?
Yeah, we are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central.
No weekends?
That's it?
No weekends on the Gateway. Many of the issues,
When do you have issues with Gateway? Do you guys have a lot of issues with Gateway?
Gateway.
No.
Yeah,
You get calls? Like, what
my
kind of calls do you
experience in
get?
this,
I'm not gateway then.
typically many of the inquiries that you get are relatively simple. Reset my password, I need some very basic training. For more of a technical issue or a billing issue, things of that nature, that's where our support team is really equipped to help. So when merchants need assistance in integration,
But we should be able to do that at my
Yeah.
office.
much of the support
Yeah.
issues, you have the tools.
I have the tools to help them at my office.
Yes.
Man,
So some of the issues are when they try to do a transaction on the virtual terminal or on their website and they see a transaction response that they don't like,
Okay.
failed or something, then they call us. If we're not around, they call you. If they call you and then you're not around.
Okay. Just from a historical stat, statistics prove 90% of the errors that they'll see is processor related.
process, not gateway related.
Not gateway or a bank related.
Yes.
It's a first data issue, it's a transfer issue.
Or it's a, yeah, right.
Yeah, Neil,
So how do we get an account, like maybe a test account or something up?
Yeah. That's what I want. I want, how do we test it, how do we
Each
get?
of you should have access to an administrative portal where it gives you the opportunity to support and board your merchants.
How?
If you don't, contact Leah. She'll
Leah?
set you up. Yes.
Barb.
Barb. She'll set you up with a test account.
So if you're interested in this product, call Barb Wood at our home office. She'll set you up with a test account so you can take it for a test drive, basically. Christie?
One quick question on the QuickBooks plugin. Is that
Yeah.
only for desktop or is that for online?
Only works for software-based
Okay.
solutions. Yeah.
I like that QuickBooks.
Yeah, the other stuff the customer vault, the multi-MIDs, the fraud, are those all add-ons or is it all part of it?
Multi-mid is a core feature, no additional cost applied. With the Vault, yes, there are additional fees.
Really good presentation. It's the problem with QuickBooks thing. Is the integration to the general ledger, or is that something if you have a recurring billing goes to the merchant's individual account?
You know, I can get back to you on that, I'm not sure.
And do you have business cards back there? Or do you know how to get a hold of them?
Ray will have my information. And look, I would be happy to meet with anyone in this room. He has my information. If you want me to provide a demonstration, we can dive into the gateway.
Do a webinar over the phone?
Do that, yes.
Yeah.
Is there a list of costs?
Yes.
Now, the pricing goes, we have CoCard,
He doesn't
you
have
know,
CoCard.
that's the best part. With our own products, we usually make more money than third-party products. So that's the best news at all. We'll
Well,
get
and
that
the
pricing
good-
out to everybody. Make
and the
sure we
good
all,
thing-
I don't even know what it is,
Yeah.
monthly fee, transaction fees, I don't know.
We don't want to talk about pricing because sales reps are here too. But the good thing is the cost on this product, even if you throw all those extra stuff in there, is still cheaper than authorized app.
So even if you throw in the Vault and all that other stuff, it's
Yeah.
still less than what my buy rate is at authorized.net. That sounds good to me.
If I have a merchant that.
Danny boy.
International sales.
You support level
It's a web
3
page.
for businesses,
This could
and
be-
also do you have any kind of demo that we could link, we could send to a customer to show them how the bill pay works with invoicing? So you can ask about that.
Yeah, so we have a demonstration video for QuickBooks, how the sync pay works. The level 3 fields are located in the virtual terminal, so they can view those. And we also have documentation that shows merchants the transaction variables and how to qualify for a level 3 transaction. And then the recurring billing feature is available in a test account. All of these services are available in a test account.
So ACH, check by phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we set up a potential merchant with a test account?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can set up a test account with the merchant. That was your question. Brandon.
Where do we get a list of all the integrations from all the third-party software?
We have an integration portal.
Guys, a lot of this stuff, Barb has loaded a lot of this stuff up on Dropbox. It'll be on our actual web, once we get the new website done, it'll be in the back office there. If you've got more, because all this stuff is, we just actually labeled it, just recently re-labeled it with Revenue. And Barb's got every little spot.
Yeah, but our website might not be done for,
No,
I want to sell this tomorrow. but-
Dropbox is right now.
Oh, it is, it's ready, it's available right now at what? What's?
Box.
Box, yeah.
Fox? What?
Box. You know that. Dan, your office staff knows about it. You know
Okay,
that.
I know I have people that know about it, that's all I care. Okay.
Is the level 3 included in the virtual terminal, or is there a surcharge for level 3?
Additional fees will apply for level 3, yes.
Last question, for setting up a new merchant, like recurring billing, I think it's pretty easy, but if you have a merchant that already exists and says use authorize.net to do recurring billing, there's both sides subscription, whatever. If you set up revenue and to convert those recurring transactions, is that easy to convert?
It is possible. So one depends on how are they doing recurring within authorized.net or independent software? It just depends, because one, they could use the emulator, or we can do a batch upload with the vault records if they have any encrypted data. There's a certain format that those have to be exported in, and then we can do an import. The process itself is relatively simple. It's just sometimes .NET is a little bit tricky with release of that data. Just depends.
Certain softwares have it.
Yeah, depending on their processing relationship, because essentially they may own that data.
So Brandon will stick around through lunch, and then after lunch at this table, if you have any further questions.